The fastest 1 year. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. It was on this date, February 17th, 1 year ago, that the greatest voice in talk radio history fell silent. He always called his program the fastest 3 hours in radio, and in many respects, this year without the insight and guidance of Rush Limbaugh seems like it has flown by. In other respects, it seems like we've been without him for far too long. Obviously, we knew of his year-long battle with cancer and knew that he wouldn't be there forever, but yet the news of his passing still hit us with cold realization. It bears repeating that he single-handedly invented this current medium of political talk radio, and in so doing saved AM radio, which was struggling to compete, playing music against FM stations. Rush came along at the perfect time with a DJ's sensibility for how to use radio to have fun and the voice of a true believer who was confident in who he was and was not afraid to share his thoughts. Turns out those were the thoughts of many folks, and the program was so entertaining, so different, that even his political opponents tuned in. They just couldn't help themselves. One former colleague of mine who was left of center politically would frequently stop by my office at the college and grouse about something that Limbaugh said on the radio. This, as my colleague was driving back from lunch. I'd point out that Rush still won because he, my colleague, was listening. He always conceded the point, saying, "I hate him, but he's just so darn good." I said this last year, but it remains true. No one can replace Rush Limbaugh, and no one should try. But perhaps the inspiration, the spirit, the body of work can encourage anyone who talks into a microphone to do their work just a little bit better, knowing that the overall discourse can be elevated a bit as a result. So here's to Rush on this sad anniversary of the date when we knew he had signed off the air for the final time. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, February 17. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, and Parler at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.